JP Morosi has unmatched excitement for everything. It is opening day. It is snowing. Your hat is unreal. Happy opening day to you. What's going on with the weather, JP? Where'd the hat go?
Well, Lauren, good morning. The great Midwestern road trip continues. I thought, as a very hardy Midwesterner, no need for me to have to wear a hat here. There are snow flurries in Cincinnati. It's about 37 degrees. We expect it to be around 39 degrees by the time we reach first pitch time here around 4 p.m. Eastern time. But, Lauren, it is a magnificent, chilly day. You know I love hockey, too. This is sort of like a hockey assignment. It wrapped in a baseball assignment here with snow on opening day.
Hey, we wanted baseball in April. We will take it. You think Yadier still gets excited? 17 consecutive opening day starts. Has to be a record, no?
Lauren, it is a record with one team for any catcher in Major League history. The streak continues. Yadier Molina on opening day. Of course, that streak began back in 2005, and I asked Jack Flaherty yesterday, of course, the Cardinal starter, what were you doing back in 05? He said, I was probably in elementary school playing baseball with all my buddies who I'm still staying in touch with these days. But think about that streak, Lauren. It began in 05. The previous Cardinal opening day catcher, Mike Matheny, is already on his second Major League managing job. That's how long Yadier Molina has been starting on opening day for the St. Louis Cardinals. Of course, the overall Major League record belongs to Pudge Rodriguez, 20 straight opening day starts as a catcher. Of course, different clubs for him, but Yadier Molina rolling it forward one more year, and we'll see it again on the mound today with Jack Flaherty. His cleats, he's actually shared this on Instagram already. He's going to have Bob Gibson and Lou Brock, their images depicted on his cleats. They're honoring two of the all-time greats that we lost.
So awesome, JP. I remember watching Yadi and the Cardinals in 2019 in the postseason, and they wanted and they needed more ways to get runners on. Enter Nolan Arenado. What are you watching for today?
Well, certainly for Nolan Arenado, a very emotional arrival to the Cardinals. You could say it's going to be the most anticipated debut for the Cardinals since Paul Goldschmidt is going to be his partner now in the middle of this Cardinals lineup. I do think we'll see Goldschmidt batting ahead of Nolan. Plenty of opportunities there on the bases for Nolan to drive in those runners. And Lauren, as we know what a great baseball town St. Louis is, this is something that Nolan has been craving for so long, the chance to win consistently. There are his numbers there, Great American Ballpark. It's going to be unique, of course. He always had tremendous numbers at home, at Coors Field. We always talk about the Coors effect there and back, and now it's going to be for Nolan to learn the ballparks of a new division. His first assignment now as a member of the NL Central. It's going to be a tough one. Luis Castillo with that devastating changeup and slider, along with an explosive fastball on the mound for the home team here in Cincinnati today.
They definitely have a chance to win that division wide open. I think we mentioned that earlier in this show. It's a new home for Nolan and for Francisco Lindor. Third largest contract ever for him. We found out last night about the extension. What's the reaction around the league? JP, what are you hearing?
Well, Lauren, $341 million over 10 years. I asked one agent, of course, not the agent for Lindor this morning, for his reaction. He said, what's not to like? I suppose, in my humble Midwestern opinion, I would agree. $341 over 10 sounds pretty good to me as well. Of course, $1 million more than Tatis. Maybe a little lack of a coincidence there when you consider how those numbers play out. The Mets obviously understand the market and how shortstops typically age into their mid-30s. But the thing you know about Lindor, he loves the game so much, and he has been very durable. In fact, the last 5 years, Lauren, Francisco Lindor leads all Major League players in plate appearances. So he goes to the post. He's on the lineup card every single day, and certainly he will be for Luis Rojas today with the Mets as well.
Healthy, staying healthy is the name of the game, as you say. As you scroll Twitter and you see contract extensions, you see Lindor, and then you see Anthony Rizzo. What's the latest, JP?
Well, Lauren, I was told this morning that there is no momentum now towards a new agreement for Rizzo with the Cubs. Of course, Rizzo part of that free agent to be triumvirate with the Chicago Cubs, along with Bryant and Baez. And again, I was told that based on the way things look as of this morning, the soft deadline, if you will, or maybe a firmer one than that, of opening day will not be met for new contract extension for Anthony Rizzo. And Lauren, in many ways, there is no team facing more pressure to win games early in the season than the Chicago Cubs, because if Rizzo and all that production that you see there on your screen, if he is heading out after the season is over, and Bryant as well, and Baez, if the Cubs get off to a slow start, yeah, I think it's not going to be too long before we're talking on MLB Central about potential trade rumblings involving the Cubs. So certainly it has that last dance sort of mentality for the Cubs here, to borrow the Chicago storyline. But right now, as we say, Anthony Rizzo, no sign of an extension yet for him with the Chicago Cubs.
Wow, that is not at all what I thought you were going to say. Baseball with fans and with Cracker Jacks and with snow. JP Morosi, enjoy it.